Guys, Dave Rogenmoser here again in video number 4 of the Facebook Ads Mastery 1.0 training. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how to find and build your audiences and targeting audiences. So let's go ahead and get started. What we've covered already at this point in the training, we've already laid the foundation for why and how to run Facebook ads. We've built the pixels, custom conversions, and audiences. We've created amazing ad copy and already finished those and uploaded or written out the ad copy in the Facebook ad tracking spreadsheet that we're going to be using. And now we're going to be trying to find those targeted audiences that are ready to see our Facebook ads and are going to be highly profitable for us. This is a very important part of the training. So finish everything from the action steps in videos 1 through 3. And if you're already at that point, then dial in, get out something to take notes on right now and get ready to take action here. So what we're going to cover in this video is kind of an overview about what we're looking for when creating audiences. We're going to get inside our customer's head. We're going to find the audiences. I'm going to share my screen and show you click by click how to go find your audiences using Facebook. We go over the action steps, and then I'm going to show you what we are doing in the next video. So if you're ready, let's get started. All right, so getting started here, we need to get inside of our customer avatar's head. We need to really understand what they're thinking. And something I see a lot of people talking about out there, a lot of people effectively trying to do is create demand for their product. And guys, there's a simple truth in marketing, and that is that you can't create demand. You can only hope to align yourself with it and show that your product or service is the natural fulfillment of their desire and of their demand. You cannot create demand. The coolest product in the world couldn't create demand. The demand is already there. Even if they're not sure what will solve it, the demand has to be there. And we just need to align with those core demands. And I believe those core demands, again, you should have already written those out and kind of uncovered those in your research process to this point. But those are desires for freedom, desires for, wealth, desires for fulfillment, desire to lose weight, to be healthy so that they can go to their kids' baseball games and coach their basketball team. Or maybe they want to travel the world and experience life with their significant other, but they don't have the time freedom to do that. I mean, there's all these core things that we need to come in and align our offerings with those deep-seated desires in life. And so we obviously do that in the customer avatar. And one of the key points that you already wrote out in there are these questions here. What books do they read? What magazines do they read? What thought leaders or gurus do they already follow and listen to? What software programs do they use? What organizations or associations are they a part of? What Facebook groups or fan pages do they like? And when you answer all these, yes, it helps you create your ad copy. Yes, it helps you create your offer, but this is also a huge head start in finding your audiences on Facebook here. And so taking what we wrote in those parts of the avatar, let's move forward and show you how to turn those answers into finding and building your audiences. And so kind of our goal here, guys, is to find an initial group of audiences of 500,000 to 2 million people. Now, maybe it's going to be a little bit less than that. Maybe it's a little bit more than that. Some of you guys might be in a very small niche that maybe you can't find a really good audience of 500,000, though. I think if you broaden out, anybody can hit 500,000. So that's kind of the initial goal. And the way we do that is, first of all, you're going to search for relevant pages on Facebook, and you're going to add those into the spreadsheet. Also, you're going to like those pages to find others similar. Once you've kind of done that, you're going to take your spreadsheet and you're going to pull up audience insights in the Business Manager. You're going to find similar audiences to those. And ultimately, we want to add at least 20 audiences and population numbers into your spreadsheet and get a total of about 5 to 10 million. And we might need to get creative here. It's okay to be broad. It's okay to think outside the box here. You don't need to have a perfectly defined perfectly narrow audience here. You might need to go broad. You want to test out some various things. Even if you're finding an audience, you're like, I don't think this will probably work, but you think there's a chance, let's try that thing. And so early on here, it might be a little bit more broad. We're going to let Facebook, we're going to let the data decide which audiences we're going to run to. But initially, we have to get a broad starting point here. Hopefully, you're seeing a trend there is that we take our best guess early on when running Facebook ads, but ultimately, it's all data driven, and the data might come back differently than something we can explain, but either way, we're going to go ahead and go with the data because that's where the money is. The money is in the numbers here. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to go back to my example of, let's say that I am marketing to dentists. So I've got my my ad copy up here. I've got my angles already written out. You should have several different ads written out here, both a long copy and short form copy. And then we're going to go through and we're going to start building audiences here. And you can see that I already have some audiences that are already kind of in here, but let's just start from scratch here. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and delete all of this here. And I'm going to go in and I'll show you this. So what I would do is I just want to start with, the different, dentists. So if I'm doing that, I'm going to just type in, dentist, let's say association. Well, let's just type in dentist. Let's see what happens, or dentistry. I want to find out what are the pages that are really being liked by dentists. And so dentistry, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go over to pages here. I'm going to find some of these groups here. So dentistry is an interest here. Let's go ahead and open up this page just in a new tab here. We want to find ones that have, a lot of different likes here. And ultimately, we want to find ones that hopefully only dental practice owners have liked here. And so let's start there. Let's kind of come down. I'm not seeing anything else. Some of these are, like personal websites here of just different practices. Let's start with this here. Okay, so dentistry. Well, let's go ahead. Looks like I already have liked it. Let's go ahead and like dentistry as the page here. This is actually an interest. This isn't even a page. It was merged with a page here. So this is an okay one here, but let's go ahead and come back and let's type in dental association. Because, we asked the question earlier. I'm just going to go through these. What organizations or associations are they a part of here? Okay, so the American Dental Association. You can see I've already liked some of these as I have gone through and done research here. So American Dental Association, British Dental Association. This one's a little bit smaller. Kansas, Australia. So it depends on where you're looking. Let's go to American Dental Association. Okay, this obviously looks like a good place to start here. So American Dental Association. I'm just going to like this page. And you'll see when you like a page that it starts to show other pages that you might like here. And you just want to go through here. These are probably other pages that dentists have liked. And so we want to find ones that have good populations and are relevant. So American Student Dental Association. Okay, this very well, probably all dentists have gone through dental school here. And so at some point or another, they have liked those. That might be all right. And you can see it's got a lot of people there. Let's go to American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. Okay, so 110,000 likes here. Let's go to the world. And you can see I'm just opening these up in separate tabs here as I go through. So I'll just go a few at a time. So we've got the American Student Dental Association. Okay, it's got 600 or 63,000 people have likes. Let's go ahead and write this down in the, I'm going to copy this. Let's go and put it up here. So this is an audience size American Student Dental Association, 63,000 people. Okay, that's a good start. So we've got one audience that we're going to test running ads to. Let's go to the American Dental Association here. Copy that. Put that in here, and this has 231,000. You don't need to get these perfectly accurate here. Let's go ahead and close out of these two. Let's come through here. American Academy of Cosmetic Dentistry. You guys can see how easy this is. So I'm going to put that in there if I'm reaching out to cosmetic dentists. So 110,000 people have liked that. And our goal here, again, what did I say the goal was? We're going to build up 500,000 to 2 million people. But in this spreadsheet, we want to just kind of go broad and go 5 to 10 million people here. So you're going to find a lot of them. I want you to find over 20 of these and use all sorts of different angles. Okay, World of Dentistry has 288,000. But also something you can do. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, what magazines do they read? What books do they read? Well, I'm going to do this. Dental magazines. Let's go to top dentistry books. I'm just going to use Google. Whoops. Top dentistry books. Okay, let's just go to Amazon, bestsellers and dentistry. Okay, dental magazines, Dentistry Today. Let's go ahead and look for Dentistry Today on Facebook and see if this is this is probably a magazine that people that are not dentists are not reading. You know, why would anybody read this if they weren't in dentistry here? So okay, so 32,000 people like this. I'm just going to open this up. And then, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm guessing that this is only dentists reading this. This is not non-dentists. Why would anybody do that? 32,000 people. So I'm going to go ahead and take this, put this in there. And what did I say it was? 32,000. Okay, 32,000. Let's go ahead and like this page and see what it shows us. So if I like this page, it's going to show me other ones that that we may like. Okay, cool. Obviously I can go through here and I can find these all day long. So let's do that. You can do British Dental Association. I'd add that in there. Dental magazines, might do Dental Town magazine. You can add that in there. What about books? Let's see. Okay, what sort of books are people reading? Are there any books that are like really amazing here that like every dentist would know? And this would come up in my research. You know, something you can ask. You know, obviously every industry has books. You know, entrepreneurship. These would be things like 4-Hour Work Week. These would be things like Rich Dad Poor Dad. Other books kind of like that every entrepreneur typically reads. I'm guessing the Dental Association really has some of these books here as well. Now, again, I don't know them, but you can come through here and you can kind of see that. Let's go back and kind of look at the prompts here. What software programs do they use? Let's look at top dental software. Okay. Capterra. Capterra? Let's see what comes up with this. Comparison of 10. And so you guys can see here, just this is exactly how I do it, guys. I tried to hold off on even doing some of this research. I could just do it live here, and you guys can kind of see, okay, so number one here, Curve Dental, who knows? Looks like Capterra is, okay, this is a CRM, looks like for a broad range of people. So let's go ahead and avoid that. Let's check out Curve Dental here, and there's probably some software that a ton of dental places use here. So Curve Dental, I found a page that's advertising. Let's see how many likes they have. So not that many likes here. Okay, let's see. Dentrix. You know, this is for entrepreneurs. This might be ClickFunnels. It might be Adespresso. Okay, so Dentrix software, 23,000 people, 24,000 people like this. I'm guessing this is only people that are dentists for the most part. Maybe some marketers in here. Only people that are dentists are liking Dentrix or have even heard of that. So I'm going to take this. This looks like a good one here. Add that in. 24,000 people. Now, if they're too small, some of these you won't be able to run ads to, but it's good to kind of put them in here right now. Anyway, let's like this. Let's see if other softwares or other things come up that are different. Okay, Henry Schlein Dental and Energize Your Practice. Show you how this is the dental pay. Okay, American Dental Hygienist. Okay, RDH Magazine. Gosh, guys, this is too easy. You could find 20 million different things. And obviously, a lot of these are going to overlap here. This looks like it might be people, might be marketing to dentists. This would be a good one to like. So 52,000 people. Henry Shine. Okay, cool. So obviously, guys, you can just go through here. Books they read. What magazines do they read? Are there thought leaders? Are there certain, dental thought leaders that kind of teach people about how to run their practice that only dentists would know about? Software programs they would use, organizations, Facebook or group fan pages that they like or they are in. This is a great place to start. Great questions to ask. And so what you're going to do is you're going to look back through the avatar, you're going to search, and you're going to find 20 audiences with population 5 to 10 million, and you're going to add them to the spreadsheet. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you how to use audience insights to find similar. And so at this point here, you've got, pretty good size. Let's see I'm just going to sum up all of these here. Okay, so we got 800,000 people here. Well, let's go into audience insights. And to get to audience insights, you can either go to business.facebook.com or you could just Google it, Facebook audience insights, and it'll take you here. And yeah, come into audience insights. I'll just show you how to do it. So you would come in to business.facebook.com, open up your account. I'm gonna use my test account here. Click on up here. And then you are going to go into planning and audience insights. Open that up in the top left. Click on everyone on Facebook, and then you can start just copy and pasting these in here. And Facebook audience insights basically tells us about our audiences here. And so you can see if I'm just, targeting the United States here, I could even pull that off. I don't even necessarily care about that. Any age. Let's actually raise the age up to like 25 here. Let's type some of these interests in here. So, not letting me copy and paste here, but okay, American Dental Association. There we go, American Dental Association. So this tells me about dentists here, and you can see that it tells me about the lifestyle and that dentists are a little bit more likely to be in the Summit Estate group, which Summit Estate families are enjoying the good life, luxury travel, entertainment, and consumption of every kind are within easy reach. Obviously that kind of makes sense. If you're a dentist, dentists here have a very high percentage, 417% more likely to go to grad school. Now that's these people here, people that like this group here are 417% more likely to go to grad school that teaches you about something. They're probably more likely to be married than average on Facebook. They're more likely to have a job title that's in healthcare and medical. So these are all very, very interesting things. You can also see here, what are the pages do they like? Well, let's just come through here and you can see the relevance here. So this gives me a whole bunch of other pages that I could go ahead and increase here. And you can see that people that like this first one here are 2,600 times more likely to like this audience than the rest of Facebook is likely to like this audience. And so you want to look for really high numbers over here, and gosh, these are all so high. And so I would just run down this list and I would just swipe all of these audiences right here. The leading dentist, and you just do this, guys. Academy of General Dentistry, just copy that. You can see it's got 10,000 people. 10,000 people come over here. Dental Town, I think we did that. Dental News, 16,000 people. And now Facebook knows a lot about people, and so you might look through here and there might be some that are kind of off. Some might not be relevant here. You have to kind of use your own judgment there, but in general, this is going to give you, Facebook is saying that these people are very much like that initial audience that you put in. And what you could do is you could start to put in lots of them. You could do American Dental Association. You could type in Dentrix software, and it's going to start to show you pages that are very, very similar here. Looks like Dentrix might have 2 pages. You could run them at both. You can see here that, this, let's see what this is. Ada Recipe. Maybe this is one of those, personalities. Maybe this is somebody. Okay, this looks like it's not United States. Let's go back and let's type in United States, just because if that's where we're running ads, let's just be sure. Okay, it's going to change it a little bit. Okay, Henry Schein, we have that. Dentrix, very cool. Let's see up here, it might tell you, okay, artists or media that they get their media from. Let's go ahead and type in, yeah, we got the age right here. So you can just go through here, guys, and you can start to do a whole lot of research here. You can learn kind of where dentists might be more located. You can see kind of what activity do they have? You know, most of them are using mobile only here. These advisors, that's really interesting. You know, marketers are usually using mobile and desktop, whereas dentists looks like typically a little bit more than average are using just their phones. Looks like they're using Android a little bit more. So you'd want to be sure that as you run ads, your Android setup is looking really, really good. You know, their household, let's see here. Okay. Most of them are reported to have incomes that are low incomes. Yeah, that's probably not true, but it very well might be true here, guys. So yeah, kind of take that note while knowing that as you get more granular, Facebook doesn't quite know all the details about people. Maybe they're a little more likely to rent. Maybe they are, you know, their home market. These all kind of seem off to me, honestly, from what I would think about dentists, but take that into account. And yeah, kind of think about that. You know, let's see, online purchases, they're a little more likely to have high purchases online, and they're cool with that. They're a little bit more likely to spend money on retail here. You know, they're less likely to spend money on home and garden and sports and outdoor. They're buying SUVs a little bit more likely. They're buying luxury sedans a little bit less likely than other people here. So you can kind of learn from all of this, but what we want to do really is go back to the page likes, and we just want to find other pages that are similar here and that we can start to run ads to. So go through here, build all of these up here, add 20 different audiences at least for a total of, let's see here, for a total of 5 to 10 million. You want that to be at least 5 to 10 million here, and then we're going to go and I'm going to show you how to run ads to all these different groups later, and we will let the data do the talking, and we'll see some of these will rise to the surface as very, very effective ad sets for us here. And so let me go back to the presentation. Guys, kind of the ultimate goal here is as we run ads, we want to find the golden group. And the goal is to find about 3 to 5 different audiences that are workhorses and have about 100,000 person audience group. Maybe you'll need a little bit more than 3 to 5, maybe a little bit less, but we will ultimately find a small group of audiences that works over and over, and you could literally run ads to without changing for the next year, next 6 months or a year, and you don't have to rotate through audiences. And so that's what we're going to find here. And yeah, you can search for things like, you know, pages liked by people who like page, and so you can, you know, go type that into your Facebook. You can say pages liked by people who like dentrix here, people who like dentrix, Target, Macy's. That's not that helpful. Dental. Okay, who like American Dental Association. These are some other pages liked by them. I would use Audience Insights, to be honest with you guys. This isn't showing up a lot of super helpful stuff. But yeah, use Audience Insights because it is a lot more effective than that. So guys, action steps. Again, look back through your avatar, go find 20 audiences, get to a total population of 5 to 10 million, add those to spreadsheet. And coming up next here, we're going to talk about how to take all of the ad copy, all of the images, all of the audiences, and in the next video, you're going to go build your very first ad set in Ad Espresso. You're going to do it the correct way. And Ad Espresso is incredibly, incredibly powerful here. So watch that next video and we will get rolling. All right, see you guys there.